On third down, he drops to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Bring it out. It's Morrow. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. Shows him the stiff arm. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here comes the offense on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the ground to try to move the chains. There's some room. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Reed. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Did the work himself. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Play action with Reed. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. A penalty is rarely a good thing, but if you are an optimist, at least there's more room to work with on 3rd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball.
Wide open on the right. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Rebels. The offense puts up 6, but that trip to the end zone.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morrow. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go to the ground. Here's a little room there. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Aggie! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous and he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Was to pass. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the 2. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Edwards. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this defense taking one back to the house? How about this? These guys are going for 2. He's looking to throw. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and they extend the lead to 4. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone, it's Craver. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Reed. Oh, they're after him. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Reed. under fire. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22.
On the move, it's Edwards. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. Texas A&M going quickly. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Bringing the heat. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
They were trying to throw to get that 2-point conversion. It falls incomplete, and you got to wonder, was that the right decision to go for 2?
Coming out with it, it's Craver. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Lacey. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. They'll try the counter. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Lacey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Fielded in the end zone. It's Craver. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Throwing Reed. Under fire. He'll pull it down. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
On the run, it's Edwards. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Showing off the arm.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Going to try to get it himself. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up. You've got to get plays run.
Might have a chance. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The give to the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll go right back to the run. Runs through the tackle. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense
breaks into the open.